Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Starry Tarot. My name is Sophie, for those of you who may be new here. Hi Anna, welcome. Yes, if you have a question, absolutely, the donation queue is currently open, so whoever makes a donation next will be read for first. I can answer any of your questions with the exception of medical and or legal questions. And my menu of reading basic questions is pinned at the bottom of the chat. Starting with my basic mini reading, that is one question and consists of 5 cards and is a donation amount of $7.77 if you donate using Cashapp, PayPal, or Venmo. If you need to use SuperChat, it is $9.99. Oh my gosh, it's you, Anna. It's Anna. Hey, girl. Haven't a long time no see. Good to see you, girl. Thank you so much for your donation, and I hope you're doing great. I was wondering if that was you. I've been thinking about you. I'm like, I wonder how Anna's doing. I haven't heard from her in a while. Well, hello, love. Good to see you. Hope you're doing great. Did you have 2 questions, or did you want one full 10-card reading? Just wondering if Hannah the Leo will be in contact soon. You got it. Thanks, messengers and spirit guides. Well, Hannah, when we say soon, just one, you got it. And when we say soon, let's give it a time frame. How long do we mean by soon? Within the next month? Within the next 3 months? Within the next week? Like, how soon are you thinking? A month? You got it. Ancient messengers and spirit guides. Will Hannah reach out to Anna in the next month? Ancient messengers and spirit guides. Will Hannah reach out to Anna in the next month? Ancient messengers and spirit guides. Will Hannah reach out to Anna within the next month? Ancient messengers and spirit guides. Will Hannah reach out to Anna in the next month? Ancient messengers and spirit guides. Will Hannah reach out to Anna in the next month? Ancient messengers and spirit guides. Will Hannah reach out to Anna in the next month? Ancient messengers and spirit guides. Will Hannah reach out to Anna in the next month? Ancient messengers and spirit guides. Will Hannah reach out to Anna in the next month? Ancient messengers and spirit guides. Will Hannah reach out to Anna in the next month? Ancient messengers and spirit guides. Will Hannah reach out to Anna in the next month? Ancient messengers and spirit guides. Will Hannah reach out to Anna in the next month? Ancient messengers and spirit guides. Will Hannah reach out to Anna in the next month? Ancient messengers and spirit guides. Will Hannah reach out to Anna in the next month? Ancient messengers and spirit guides. Will Hannah reach out to Anna in the next month? Ancient messengers and spirit guides. Will Hannah reach out to Anna in the next month? All right, girl. We have Queen of Swords reversed, the Chariot, 6 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, the Magician, Death, 2 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles reversed. Hey, Shatiria. 2 of Wands, and the High Priestess reversed. Wow. Anna, this, I don't know when the last time you spoke to Hannah was, but this looks quite promising. It looks, and especially if it's been a very long time since the two of you have spoken, I definitely see that you are for sure still on her mind. Quite a bit. Last week, okay. Did you guys have like a falling out? Because I see that there's a transformation. If you guys aren't, if there was something that happened where you guys stopped talking, I see that there is a little bit of like with this Queen of Swords reversed, you didn't have a falling out. Okay. With this Queen of Swords reversed, I am seeing a temporary, like, and I don't see it as anything personal, like nothing that you did, but I do see a temporary hold in communication, but very temporary. I see that changing very soon with this Death card. I see that transforming. I see forward momentum with this Chariot card. I see things moving forward. Two of Swords is definitely a card of communication. And more importantly, a conscientious decision to maintain communications with someone. I love this Six of Pentacles here in the center. This is one of my favorite cards in general, but especially in this context. This is an equal balance of give and take. This is, and it's also, I thought it was Eight of Wands. No, I'm not. I didn't pull the Eight of Wands. I pulled the Two of Wands. I pulled the Queen of Swords reversed, the Chariot, the Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Magician, Death, Two of Swords, Four of Pentacles reversed, Two of Wands, and the High Priestess reversed. I do love that Eight of Wands, and I wish I saw the Eight of Wands, but even though I'm not seeing the Eight of Wands, and that is the communication card, I do see her communicating to you within the next week. I see a temporary imbalance in her life with this Queen of Swords reversed, but I see things returning to equilibrium with this Six of Pentacles, and this is an equal balance of communication, of back and forth. This Four of Pentacles reversed indicates to me that there's nothing that she hasn't let go of you in any way. She hasn't let go of the idea of keeping you in her life, of continuing to communicate with you. One time you pulled the Eight of Wands and said, "My ex will text me," and she did. It's the communication card. That's the Eight of Wands right there is the communication card. And we just received a donation from Miss Wendy. Thank you so much, Wendy. Let me go ahead and add you here, girl. Okay. Sorry, one moment here. Yeah, this Queen of Wands is telling me that her desire is still strong for you. Her desire to want to continue communication is still there with you. The desire is still very much there. Sorry, 1 second here. I see that you did indeed make a donation, Shatiria. I see that. Thank you so much. Let me go ahead and add you as well, sweetheart. Okay. And yeah, I see with this Two of Wands, it's like this is the direction that she wants to continue going with you. Decisively, she's made the decision that she wants to continue communicating with you. She still sees the magic in this connection with the Magician, and feels intuitively that you guys should be communicating. Yeah, no, I like right off the bat, this wasn't difficult to dissect here. I definitely see communication in the next week. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how often you guys have been communicating since the last time I read for you, which has been a little while, maybe a few months or so. So I don't know how regular the communication is, but yeah, it has definitely not come to a close. That I definitely see. I do not see intentions of her not continuing to talk to you, but also don't be afraid to reach out to her with that Six of Pentacles. That's also an indicator that whatever you put in, you'll receive in return. She won't be playing games or anything like that as well. So just throwing that out there too. You're so welcome, love. Thank you. Good to see you. And I hope I brought you some clarity there. Yeah, hope everything will work out great. All right, Miss Wendy. Wendy, thank you for your donation. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. I feel like it's, I don't know. I'm seeing a doctor. I'm seeing my doctor tomorrow morning, and I have a referral for an ophthalmologist. I take a picture of it every day. I can't tell if it's getting better or if it's just not getting worse and I'm getting used to it. But I still don't feel comfortable. I think I told you I was offered like multiple photo shoots and I don't feel comfortable doing them until this is gone. So, I mean, one of the solutions is they do a steroidal shot. The other solution is they actually like they do give me anesthesia, but it's like a surgical removal. I don't care what they have to do. I just want it gone. What's Spirit's advice for applying for jobs outside of the state? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Wendy with any and all advice regarding applying for jobs outside of the state. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Wendy with any and all advice regarding applying for jobs outside of the state. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Wendy with any and all advice regarding applying for jobs outside of the state. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Wendy with any and all advice regarding applying for jobs outside of this state. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Wendy with any and all advice regarding applying for jobs outside of this state. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Wendy with any and all advice regarding applying for jobs outside of this state. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Wendy with any and all advice regarding applying for jobs outside of this state. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Wendy with any and all advice regarding applying for jobs outside of this state. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Wendy with any and all advice for applying for jobs outside of this state. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please provide Wendy with any and all advice regarding applying for jobs outside of this state. Let's see. We have the Fool reversed, Temperance reversed, the Chariot, Knight of Pentacles, and Nine of Wands. Interesting. It's definitely not a no. They're not saying that it would be, that it wouldn't behoove you, that it wouldn't be advantageous to you. Starting with this, with the Chariot right here in the center, this is forward motion, forward. This is forward momentum, forward movement, action, things moving forward, moving. If you get a job outside of the state, you would have to move. There are certain states where you wouldn't have to, but in this one, unless you lived on the borderlands, yeah, we know you'd have to move. So I do see a move definitely on the horizon, and then we have this beautiful Knight of Pentacles, which is not just your court card. Oh no, wait, you're the King of Pentacles. Sorry, but I always think of you when I think of the Knight of Pentacles, the workhorse. You're the ideal worker. It would be beneficial for you. There are definitely beneficial opportunities out there for you outside of the state that you absolutely are qualified for and would thrive in and thrive at. But there is a caveat. It's not really, it's not something that they think that you should embark on at this time. It's something that you might want to put on hold at this time, with this Fool reversed and Temperance reversed. Like, it's not telling you to not go down this path. It's with this Temperance reversed, it's telling me that it's just not the right time. I would focus more on like a bridging job within the state prior to leaving the state, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a long interval by any means. The job market in general is also just incredibly competitive and difficult right now. More so in other states than in some states than others. Hi, Katie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming back. Sorry, one second. I'm going to go ahead and add you, love. Thank you so much. Okay. So yeah, what I'm seeing here is definitely not a no. It is saying that it would be advantageous for you. Definitely would be advantageous for you. Just and it just not the right timing. Not the right timing. But that also doesn't mean that you have to wait forever. I think it's more just within the next month or so. I wouldn't look so much in that direction. Um, yeah, I've been spiraling with the job search. Not, I hear you, because you just got started, and yeah, it probably feels very much like Knight of Swords reversed energy, where it's like it's difficult to even know where to start, you know. So I totally hear you, and that's a big part of this. It's definitely it is for sure a viable and fortuitous opportunity that Spirit definitely suggests, but just not at this particular time. They think it would be wiser to focus on finding something like more of a stopgap position, where you currently are just at this time. Not for a while, not for not forever. Just while you're settling into your month off and whatnot. You know, um, it, you know, which is going to take, which will take at least a few days. It's still taking some time, but you'll definitely settle into the groove real soon. I have no doubt. Well, thank you so much, Wendy. Yeah, and yeah, that certainly doesn't mean that you shouldn't search for jobs outside of the state. Um, Definitely see what's out there, but I think at this time, Spirit's saying it would be wiser to find some things right here, possibly even focusing on the freelance thing too. You're very welcome, love. You are very welcome. Thank you so much. Shateria, thank you very much for your donation, love. Um, Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. Oh, there you are. I haven't seen JB in a while, and I just ran into him unexpectedly about an hour ago. What were his thoughts, and feelings when he saw you? Okay, yeah, the doctor. Okay, angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What were JB's thoughts? Did you want to just ask what his thoughts and feelings were, or did you want to do the thoughts, feelings, and intentions spread? Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What were JB's thoughts, feelings, and intentions when he saw Shateria? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What were JB's thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Shateria when he saw her just now? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What were JB's thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Shateria when he saw her just now? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What were JB's thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Shateria when he saw her an hour ago? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What were JB's thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Shateria when he saw her an hour ago? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What were JB's thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Shateria when he saw her an hour ago? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What were JB's thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Shateria when he saw her an hour ago? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What were JB's thoughts, feelings, and intentions when he ran into Shateria an hour ago? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What were JB's thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Shateria when he ran into an hour ago? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What were JB's thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Shateria when he ran into her? Did he say anything to you? We have Eight of Cups reversed, Page of Cups reversed, Nine of Wands reversed, the Hanged Man reversed, and Knight of Cups reversed. Yeah, dude is feeling just like right, like first thing that I'm clocking here is dude felt ashamed and embarrassed, like a loser. And I'm not trying to make excuses for him. I think that he should have at least said hello to you. I'll start with your general energies. We have this Eight of Cups reversed. I mean, you're definitely on to newer, brighter pastures here in your life. But you're and it was really unexpected. I don't think he's been on your mind. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think he's really been on your mind, right? But of course he popped back into your consciousness when you ran into him, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it made you realize like there's a small part of you that does still have a little bit of some feelings towards him. His general energies, we have the Knight of Cups reversed. This is where one of the main, well, I'd argue that all these cards that I'm seeing from him are like, I feel like a loser. I feel like I failed. He failed at love with you. He failed at being a romantic partner towards you with this Knight of Cups reversed. The Knight of Cups is the knight in shining armor, the guy who actually like takes action in love and romance, which is precisely what he never did. He never took action. He didn't even say hi to you when he saw you. I don't want to say call him names, but he didn't have the cojones to even say hello to you. And that's something that he fully recognizes. And I also see this here with his thoughts. We have the Page of Cups reversed. He was thinking to himself, like, I literally popped. That's what the Page of Cups is someone popping back into your life. He popped back into your life, yet he didn't even say hello to you. Like, he knows that that's just embarrassing behavior for a man his age. And he feels like a loser. He feels like he has no strength, like he's not a full man. With this Nine of Wands reversed, he feels like Nine of Wands is literally the stamina card. So we can look at that. We can look at that in a couple different ways. But in general, in the non-sexual way, the sexual way, he didn't go forth sexually when he was sexually and romantically attracted to you, and he feels like powerless and weak in that sense. His intentions. Hangman reversed, he's stuck. He is stuck. I don't see him intending on reaching out to you. I see him just wallowing in feeling embarrassed and ashamed and like a loser. He feels like a loser. And he feels stuck, and he knows that you clocked that. You guys were communicating, albeit very, I don't want to say half-assed because you were putting in effort, but he was putting in very little effort online. But he was communicating with you, and I did see and felt that he was attracted to you. I see it here too with all this shame here. These are all cards related to like romantic and physical shame, like sexually physical shame. And like manhood shame, like he feels like less of a man, like I'd be damned if he may have had one girlfriend in his life, but I wouldn't even be surprised if he was like the 40-year-old version. Like, I really think he's just completely clueless when it comes to women, and this is a pattern in his life, and he just wallows in self-pity. I see a lot of like wallowing in self-pity here. Yeah, so, the way I'm seeing this with the way that your life is panning out, love, and your fortune is panning out, I feel like you've dodged a bullet here. That kind of a man is not the man that you need in your life. You need a man who's going to take action. I was shocked to see him. And that's that Page of Cups reversed, girl, is someone literally popping into your life, usually a loved one or a former flame, just popping up randomly. That's that Page of Cups. And look, it was reversed. He didn't even say hello. And we just received a donation. Thank you so much for your donation. I don't know what your username is, but let me know what it is so I can add you in the chat. Thank you. Yeah. So, yeah, the way that I see your life unfolding, hun, I think this is really all for the best. I mean, he can feel bad for himself, and it sucks that he can't seem to get it together in that department. But he's got to figure it out. That's not your responsibility, and you need a man who takes action. That's what you need. Well, thank you so much, love, for your donation. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your donation. Let me go ahead and add you, Jess. All right. Katie the Creative, thank you so much for your donation, love. Please come to the chat. It is your turn. Thank you. And thank you again, Shateria. Hi, Katie. So, all right. So you've got 15 cards. So did you want to do 2 questions, or did you want to do a full 15 card? How'd you want to do this? Hello, Brown is me. Welcome. I have a new CA. What's that? Thoughts, feelings, and intentions. I like that spread you just did for the other gal towards man I met last month on my mission trip that I'm seeing again next week. Okay, yeah, the thoughts, feelings, and intentions spread. That is a popular one with you guys. It's a great spread. It's super thorough. It answers 5 questions in one. Oh, you sent me a Cash App. Thank you so much. I didn't get a. I did not receive a Cash App from you, hun. Unless, yeah, no, it notifies me immediately when I get a Cash App. So when I get the notification, I'll let you know, okay? And let me know where you sent it, okay? Okay, so we'll do the thoughts, feelings, and intentions. And what is his name, love? And what is, and you're Leo. Happy birthday, by the way. And do you know his sign, Katie? And how many cards did you want to do for that? Aristides Salazar, and no, I don't know his sign. I swear I'll be asking his birthday next week. Ari is his nickname. Okay. I went on a date with a guy named Ari not too long ago. That's funny. And how many cards did you want this to be? Latoya, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you, love. I just received it. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are Ari's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Katie? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are Ari's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Katie? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are Ari's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Katie? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are Ari's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Katie? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are Ari's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Katie? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are Ari's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Katie? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Ari's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Katie? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Ari's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Katie? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Ari's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Katie? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Ari's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Katie? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Ari's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Katie? Of course. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Ari's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Katie? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Ari's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Katie? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Ari's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Katie? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Ari's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Katie? And you'll be seeing him next week, you said? We have the Empress, Judgment, Nine of Cups, Seven of Pentacles reversed, Knight of Pentacles reversed, Ten of Cups reversed, Two of Wands reversed, Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords, and Page of Swords reversed. Okay, so I see how strongly you feel about him already, starting with your current energies. We have this Empress card here. You feel as though you are his divine feminine counterpart. You feel very, very strongly about this. However, I do have to ask you, with this Ten of Cups reversed, I know you want something really special with him, but the Ten of Cups reversed can often be indicative of cultural or family differences. And I know you said that you met him on a mission trip, that you will be returning, or you'll be at least returning. I don't know if you're returning for a mission trip or to see him specifically. I don't know where he lives, where he's from, but I'm wondering if there are cultural or religious differences. He's Salvadorian. Okay, yeah, or El Salvadorian. Okay, so not religious differences. You were on a missionary trip. It's El Salvador. Unless he's converted, unless you're converting, he's converting. But yeah, that is an issue that is on your mind. It is also an issue that is on his mind as well. With his general energies, we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed and the Page of Swords reversed. He's aware that this is going to require a lot of work and effort for something to happen serious and long term and committed between the two of you. Not just the cultural differences, but also the space between the two of you. I don't know how feasible it is for him to leave El Salvador, or if you'd want to move to El Salvador. But there's definitely more that he wants to figure out, and logistically, I wouldn't be surprised if he was an earth sign. There's more that he wants to figure out logistically before allowing his heart to run further than it already has, because I can see here already that he does have feelings for you. His thoughts towards you, yeah, we have Judgment and the Two of Wands reversed. You made a very, very big impact on him. He doesn't think that this was just some girl that he met that he happened to like. He feels like a deep connection with you, like a spiritual bond with you. But with this Two of Wands reversed, he also knows that there are very real logistical issues that are not impossible to overcome, but are very difficult to overcome when we're talking about long-term prospects in the future. I knew it, I felt it and tried to poo-poo it away. Yeah, his feelings, He's definitely looking forward to seeing you. He can't deny that. You are like his dream girl. You're the type of girl that he's always dreamed of being with. You check all of his boxes and boxes that he didn't even know. He really does feel strongly for you. As I said, I see a man who does feel very deeply about you, for sure. And he definitely wants things. He really wants things to work out between the two of you with this Three of Pentacles. He knows how hard it is, but and he not just. I think he's an earth sign, but also just being a guy. They can be more logistical, sometimes more focused on logistics than women, over emotions, and he again is doing his best to not let his heart run ahead of itself. Taurus vibes. I was thinking Capricorn, but yeah, with this Knight of Pentacles reversed, I could see Taurus. Oh, sorry, Knight of Pentacles is Virgo. I messed that up twice today. Yeah, I was thinking Capricorn, but yeah, Taurus for sure, very logistical. Um, his intentions towards you, we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed and the Three of Swords. He's really afraid of this ending in disappointment with this Three of Swords. He doesn't want to hurt you and he doesn't intend on hurting you, but he is very afraid that the logistics are just not going to allow for this to grow and unfurl with this Seven of Pentacles reversed. As much as he wants to see it happen, he knows that the cultural differences, the distance, pose just very real difficulties that time and money, unless one has unlimited resources, time and money wise, it's very, very difficult to maintain a long distance, long-term relationship. There also was a woman he was there, so I sensed him being torn. That's possible with this Two of Wands reversed as well. If he already has someone that he's with as well, there's also that issue as well. But I do see someone. I can't deny that he does have feelings for you, that he is attracted to you, that he's excited to see you. He feels a deep bond between you and him, and he had good boundaries. Yeah, and respected his existing connection with someone else. Yeah, and that's really crucial. That's really important, and it doesn't deny, what you guys felt for one another and feel for one another. It's just, yeah, those logistical, practical, real life circumstances. It's not a matter of two people not being good for one another. It's a matter of two people having just real, more than just distance between them, but yeah, obstacles to overcome. I know, I hate it. I was dating a Capricorn long distance. He was in New York. I live in San Francisco, and that lasted a hot maybe 6 months total. It was so hard to maintain. Takes a lot of resources. Yeah, might be in the friendly connection for a bit. Oh yeah, with that Three of Pentacles, he definitely doesn't want to lose you as a friend. At the very least, he does not want to lose you as a friend. He values you much more than that. He values you deeply. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing there, love. It's there is something for real. Absolutely, it's just there's freaking real life logistics coming in the way of two people. All right, love. So you have another 5 cards. Happy belated birthday. I hope you have had a wonderful birthday, love. How can I help? What would you like to ask for your next question? And I'm still friends with the guy that I was dating, the Capricorn. I'm still totally friends with him, the guy in New York. I would even still consider go see him again as friends. It was just a matter of if he still lived in San Francisco, we would likely be dating. But the distance is just sometimes it can be overcome. But it is very, very challenging. Thank you. I thank you. Can I get 5 cards, I guess, for the Lionsgate portal in August in general and Leo season? Absolutely, of course, absolutely. I forgot about the Lionsgate portal. All right, that's 8, right? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Katie. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I hear you. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Katie with any and all advice regarding August, the Lionsgate portal in general. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Katie with any and all advice regarding her future August and Leo season. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Katie with any and all advice regarding her future August, Leo season, Lionsgate portal. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Katie with any and all advice regarding future August, Leo season. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Katie with any and all advice regarding the future August and Leo season. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Katie with any and all advice regarding her future August and Leo season. Lionsgate portal. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Katie with any and all advice regarding her future August. Lionsgate portal. Leo season. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Katie with any and all advice regarding her future month. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Katie with any and all advice regarding her future August and Leo season. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Katie with any and all advice regarding her future August, Leo season, and Lionsgate portal. All right. Hey, hello, Matt. Thank you so much for your donation. Let me quickly add you here before we get started. All right, and just give me 1 sec, Katie. I'll be right back. All right, love. We have Justice, 10 of Wands reversed, Queen of Wands reversed, the World reversed, and the Tower reversed. Okay. So I definitely see, I don't want to say that this month is going to be without any challenges, because that would be ridiculous. That every month comes with its ups and its downs for everyone. But I do see things, I see like a pretty solid balance of, well, the reversals I'm seeing here are actually quite good. No, I want to get to that. I like these reversals. The reversals are in good context here. Starting with this Justice upright, I do see things being quite balanced overall. I see equilibrium. Yes, there will be some difficulties, some challenges over the next month, and I'm not just saying that because that happens with everyone, but I see like an equal balance of like when one, kind of like when one door closes, another one opens. But with this 10 of Wands reverse, this is definitely a good reversal card. This is a signifier of burdens that you've been carrying over the past few months coming to a close. People shouldering your burdens and your difficulties with you, getting assistance from others emotionally. Definitely a lack, like, I mean, the 10 of Wands is someone carrying 10 sticks on their back by themselves up a hill. When it's reversed, it's someone helping you out. You're not carrying those 10 sticks on your back up a hill by yourself anymore. The only card I'm not crazy about here is this Queen of Wands reversed. This is a reminder when I see this card to do your very best to not make comparisons to others. I mean, of course, we're human. We do it. We compare our journey to others. But it's okay to make comparisons to others in certain contexts. Like, oh, that person's doing something I would like to do. I wonder how they got there. Maybe I could ask them. as opposed to feeling jealous or envious towards someone for having something that you don't have. So be mindful when you are making comparisons of your journey to others, that you recognize that your journey is unique to you and you alone, and everything is in God's plan, in God's will. And then with this World reversed card, similar to this Ten of Wands reversed, I see I do see some negative cycles and patterns that or things that you've recognized possibly as seeming to be patterns coming to a close, coming to an end, with the World reversed. Common companion cares and trust and has a lot with the relationships. Yeah, I think a lot of us do. I think, and not just in relationships too. When it comes to anything in regards to life's journey. But yeah, I definitely see hardships coming to a close that have been on a more like that are more like cyclical hardships that you've experienced, like, I don't want to say on an ongoing basis, but that have occurred like maybe multiple times. And then with this Tower reversed card, I don't see this as bad and I don't see this as good. I see this, well, I see this as pretty neutral. I don't see no major calamities happening over the next month. I don't see any major abruptions befalling you or your life over the next month or this Leo season. I see things remaining, again, pretty balanced. I feel like the equilibrium is going to be pretty solid throughout this next month of August for you. I feel like, especially with you being a Leo, I feel like this is definitely a season and a time for you to embrace. And yeah, definitely good energies there. No, those reversals I like. Those are good reversals. Card. The Queen of Wands reversed is often just a reminder to get out of that trap that we get into sometimes as humans. But the rest of those solid reversals, solid energies there. Yeah, no, not all reversals are bad. I always like to remind people they're just different definitions. Some upright cards are really bad, you know. Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. I hate those. Yes, in context, those are good. I'm used to Queen of Wands upright for me all the time. Yeah, for sure. The fire sign, absolutely. Yeah. So I think that's just a reminder, like that, like your equilibrium is good, but to really focus on that with your equilibrium at this time, during this month. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Katie. I appreciate you, love. And again, happy belated birthday. I hope you had a wonderful one. Much love and light to you. And I hope I brought you clarity. Yes, thank you, love. Thank you so much. You are a delight to read for. Thank you so much. Jess, thank you very much for your donation, Jess. It is your turn. Please come to the chat. Thank you. Hello. Sorry, one sec. Hello, Manello. Our boss sabotaged people at work, harassed and bullied people. She belittles and treats people mean at work. Everyone has complained about her, and she's still there at work. I'm sorry to hear that, Jess. So your question is about, excuse me, your question is about her? Will Hetty M be removed, fired, or will she stay there? Okay, we'll do it. We'll do. You know what we'll do? We'll do a throwdown for that. It's a 5 card reading, but there will be one card for. We'll do the 2 general energies, but we'll ask if she'll be removed, fired, or if she'll stay there. Ancient masters and spirit guides. Will Hetty Manello be removed, fired, or stay at Jess's work? Ancient masters and spirit guides. Will Hetty Manello be removed, fired, or stay at Jess's work? Ancient masters and spirit guides. Will Hetty Manello be removed, fired, or stay at Jess's work? Ancient masters and spirit guides. Will Hetty Manello be removed, fired, or stay at Jess's work? Ancient masters and spirit guides. Will Hetty Manello be removed, fired, or stay at Jess's work? Ancient masters and spirit guides. Will Hetty Manello be removed, fired, or stay at Jesse's work? Ancient masters and spirit guides. Will Hetty Manello be removed, fired, or stay at Jess's work? Ancient masters and spirit guides. Will Hetty Manello be removed, fired, or stay at Jess's work? Ancient masters and spirit guides. Will Hetty Manello be removed, fired, or stay at Jess's work? Ancient masters and spirit guides. Will Hetty Manello be removed, fired, or stay at Jess's work? All right, we have Ace of Swords. For if she will she be removed? We have the Sun. Will she be fired? We have Strength reversed. Will she stay? We have 2 of Wands reversed. Next general energies, we have the Knight of Swords. She is going to be, I believe that she is going to be removed. Victory will definitely be served here with this Ace of Swords. Thank you so much for your donation, Yadahu. Thank you, thank you. Let me go ahead and add you here to the queue. But yes, victory. This is absolutely. I absolutely see, and it's interesting that your username is Power and Victory. Ace of Swords. That's a victory. That's a victory. And yes, with this throwdown, the Sun, absolutely, she's going to be removed. Strength reversed. I don't see her actually being fired. I don't see her superior or their I don't know their gender, but I don't see their superiors actually firing them. And they're certainly not staying there with this 2 of Wands reverse. That is definitely not even that's not even a possible possibility. That's not happening. And with this Knight of Swords, this is something that I believe that they have already come to a decision about. This is not me predicting the future. The future is unwritten. This is something that I'm seeing that is current right now. How long will it take for her to be removed? That would be a separate question, Jess. I don't know. You didn't ask how long. You asked if she would stay, or if she'd be removed, fired, or if she'd stay. I didn't ask about timing. But I would reckon that it would be likely within the next few weeks. Tarot is, I mean, you can ask, you can donate for another question to ask specifically if you want to give me a time frame and ask if it'll be within the next few weeks or the next few months. But tarot is typically is about reading current energies, and usually goes out about as far as about 3 months or so. So I can't give you a specific time frame unless we did another question. But I definitely see her being removed. I absolutely see a victory here for you, Jess. A victory, probably not just for you, but for multiple people. I'm sure that they're problematic with many people. So yeah, that is what I am seeing there. They are going to be removed. Yeah, and this is a decision. And that's the other thing too, Jess, is the fact that I see that the decision has already been decided. It's already been made. Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords. This is a decision that's already been made. So I would reckon that it would happen sooner than later. Anything else you see? That's really all that I'm seeing, love. With the throwdown, it was pretty straightforward. I was really asking kind of 3 questions in one there because it was a throwdown. So it was just a straight, like, 1 card for each one. So again, I'm not seeing her getting fired. I'm not seeing her staying. I'm seeing her getting removed, though. And I'm seeing victory and justice being served for you, and I see this having been a decision that's already been made. Okay. Thank you very, very much, Jess. I appreciate you, and let me know how things go. I really feel like justice will definitely be served here. Latoya, thank you very much for your donation. Latoya, did you Latoya, did you have 2 questions or did you have 1? Latoya, please come to the chat. It is your turn. Thank you. Latoya, it is your turn. Please come to the chat. Thank you. Latoya, please come to the chat. It is your turn. Latoya, it is your turn. Please come to the chat. Thank you. You have 1 more minute. And if Latoya is not here, we will move on to Matt. Thank you. Latoya, please come to the chat. Thank you. Hi, Latoya. Thank you so much. Did you have 1 question or 2? You got it. And did you want this to be a 10-card reading? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are Thomas's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Latoya? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are Thomas's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Latoya? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are Thomas's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Latoya? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are Thomas's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Latoya? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are Thomas's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Latoya? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are Thomas's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Latoya? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are Thomas's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Latoya? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are Thomas's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Latoya? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are Thomas's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Latoya? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Thomas's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards the Torah? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Thomas's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards the Torah? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Thomas's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards the Torah? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Thomas's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards the Torah? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Thomas's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards the Torah? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Thomas's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards the Torah? And what's your sign again, love? And what is his sign? We have Page of Wands, Queen of Wands reversed, King of Cups reversed, the Tower reversed, Ace of Cups reversed, Two of Pentacles reversed, Two of Wands reversed, 10 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and 10 of Swords. Okay, this is not looking good. I'm sorry, Latoya. I know I just mentioned a few, I don't know if you're listening to a few readings, or the last reading I just did, I was just talking about how reversals are not necessarily bad cards. We have a lot of reversals here. And then, yeah, the uprights that we have are pretty difficult as well. But let's break this down. So I'm going to start with your general energies right now. We have the Page of Wands and this Two of Pentacles reversed. This is telling me that you clearly still hold a torch for him, and I'm not just saying that because he came to me and you're asking me his thoughts, feelings, and intentions. But you're still holding on to some hope that there is something more on the horizon between the two of you. But with this Two of Pentacles reversed, it's been very difficult to maintain. It has been difficult to maintain that optimism because, correct me if I'm wrong, but you've been feeling neglected by Thomas. With this Two of Pentacles reversed, this is often indicative of someone feeling neglected by their partner. His general energies, we have the Ace of Cups reversed and the 10 of Swords. This is telling me that he's largely checked out. And this is something that I think that you probably picked up on a bit. Yeah, this Ace of Cups reversed, and the 10 of Swords. These are both cards. I hate to be so blunt, but these are both breakup cards. These are definitely both cards of endings, of separation, something coming to a close. I believe the last time that I read for you and him, the energy that I was getting more from that was someone who was just complacent and didn't want to move forward. I'm feeling less complacence from him now and more of just a reticence to move forward. I don't know if you guys spoke about what you guys are looking for in this connection, and what you guys are looking for as individuals in a romantic connection, but it looks like the two of you are looking for different things. I think you told me you weren't quite sure what you wanted from him. Oh, you broke up with him. Okay. So there is a bingo, Ace of Cups, reverse 10 of Swords. There's already been a breakup. Okay. I see. All right. So that's that. Those are his general energies. He's focusing on this breakup. Yeah, he's not happy. He's not satisfied. His thoughts right now. We have the Queen of Wands reversed and the Two of Wands reversed. I want some clarity now that you told me that. I was going to say, because the Queen of Wands reversed has always been the jealousy card for me. And it's making me wonder if he's, I think, didn't you tell me that he would accuse you of cheating on him? That he was that type of person? I think that he suspects that you may have broken up with him because of another dude. No, that wasn't you. Okay, but I do think that's part of this here. Um, he wasn't. Okay, okay. Never mind, never mind. But there is some element of jealousy here with this Queen of Wands reversed, and feeling slighted, feeling like bitterness. And then with this Two of Wands reversed, yeah, Two of Wands reversed is failed romantic plans because he owes me money and tried to avoid me. Yeah. And I also see that too. I get the sense that he knows that he failed, even though he is feeling slighted. He knows that he failed. He knows that the reason why things weren't you know didn't become long term between you and him was because he neglected, and he owed you money, and then he avoided you. That's I mean that, and then that's like, yeah, a type of abandonment. Hey Felicia, welcome. His feelings. He's got hurt feelings with this King of Cups reversed. He is emotionally imbalanced right now. Um, he is definitely hurt that he's been broken up with. But at the same time, with this Ten of Pentacles, that's where I'm seeing that he does recognize that he was really the problem here. He made, owing you money and then ignoring you. That's really not okay. And I think there's also some issues. If you're the breadwinner, I think he also has some insecurity issues there as well with this Queen of Wands reversed and this Ten of Pentacles with the King of Cups reversed. Now, when it comes to his intentions towards you, we have the Tower reversed and the Wheel of Fortune reversed. I think that even though he's upset that he's been dumped and that things are over, again, he realizes that he was the problem, that he wasn't doing right by you the way that he should have, the way that you deserve. And I also don't see him putting in that work. I see him in a state of resignation here, like resigning himself to the fact that this has come to an end. I don't see him trying to make things right. I don't see him trying to pay you back. I don't know if he even offered to pay you back. But I see someone who's, doesn't really have like plans here to rectify things. Again, neglecting. He had been neglecting you. He neglected to pay you back the money that he owed you, and he's neglecting to try and rectify this in some way. It's kind of like, he recognizes like, like my behavior wasn't right, but at the same time, he doubts his ability to correct his behavior and be the man that you need. So I see a man who is hurt that he's been broken up with and that this relationship has come to a close. But I also see a guy who deep down does see why he was broken up with. Like there was more than one reason. I feel, the money one's a big one there, but I feel like there was just neglect and complacency on his part, and that he was aware of, and not putting the work in, and I still see someone who doesn't have those intentions, I think you made the right decision. I really do, Latoya. I definitely think you made the right decision, and Spirit feels that you for sure made the right decision. This man was not the right guy for you, and was not treating you the way that you deserve. You don't do that to someone. You don't owe them money and then avoid them, especially not an intimate romantic partner. I'm really sorry, love. I'm really sorry, but that you definitely made the right decision. Instead of telling me he didn't have it, he just avoided you. Yeah, and that's that shame that I was talking. And I'm not making excuses for him when I say like he feels ashamed that like he can't afford to pay you back, and that I think you are the breadwinner. You make more money than him. That shame, I see that he feels ashamed and he feels like he just can't do better. So like he's just resigned himself to. I don't want to call him a loser, but like he's just resigned himself to not being the man that he should be, which is just being forthright. He doesn't have to be rich. He does, he could have just told you like I can't pay you right now, or like I'll pay you some right now. This is what I can pay you right now. Yeah, that's not exactly. That's just not the way to go about it at all. At all. I'm so sorry, Latoya. You deserve so much better than that. Thank you so much, love. I really appreciate you, and I hope I brought you some clarity and onwards and upwards from here, for sure. Matt, thank you so much for your donation, Matt. So you would like an OG reading? OG reading on who? My point, whatever. Yeah, absolutely. I believe you would have if he had just been clear and concise and communicated with you. You would have abided. You could have avoided this conflict. You know. An OG reading on Sarah. I forgot her sign. You got it. You got it. Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What are Sarah's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What are Sarah's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What are Sarah's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What are Sarah's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What are Sarah's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What are Sarah's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. Sorry. What are Sarah's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What are Sarah's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What are Sarah's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What are Sarah's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What are Sarah's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What are Sarah's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What are Sarah's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What are Sarah's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What are Sarah's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What are Sarah's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What are Sarah's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What are Sarah's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What are Sarah's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What are Sarah's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Sorry, give me 1 second. This is the same Sarah from a few weeks ago. The one who keeps coming back after I tell her to F off. She's been doing this for over a year. Tonight she went full psycho. I blocked her everywhere. Oh my gosh. Okay. We have 9 of Wands. 8 of Wands reversed. The World reversed. Temperance reversed. 4 of Pentacles reversed. Queen of Pentacles reversed. 6 of Wands reversed. 5 of Cups reversed. 9 of Pentacles. 3 of Swords. Knight of Swords. Ace of Pentacles reversed. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. The Hermit reversed. And 4 of Cups reversed. Ooh, oh boy, yeah, she's not a happy lady at all. Okay, starting with your general energies, right out the gate, this 9 of Wands, you are defending your ground. You are standing up for what is right. You are ready to end this battle, and like just we're at the 9 of Wands. We don't even want to get to the 10 of Wands. We're just like, you are defending your space. You are defending yourself. And you have the stamina and the strength, and you're just like, no, like this is not going on anymore. I'm Queen of Pentacles reversed. This is tiring. This is burning me out. This is wearing me out. I am cutting off contact with you. I've made that executive decision with this Knight of Swords. I've thought about this long and hard, and it would be in my best interest to not communicate with you anymore. Now, her general energies towards this, she feels incredibly slighted. Now, I think you told me that you emailed her that you didn't want to talk to her anymore, and I don't know how she responded to that, but you're saying that you blocked her. I've never been through anything like this. I've lost count of how many times I've told her to go away. Yeah, she's really not taking this well at all, which is making me want. I mean, she clearly has a huge crush on you. I mean, yeah, you can send a pack of tarot cards to someone who you don't have a crush on, but I don't recall you telling me what her response was to the email you sent her, telling her that you didn't want to communicate with her anymore. But she's gotten, I don't know if she got that message loud and clear, but she finally does now. Starting with this 4 of Pentacles reversed, she's having a really difficult time accepting that that you've let go of her with this 4 of Pentacles reversed, and she is beside herself. She is heartbroken. 3 of Swords. She is disappointed beyond belief. She really actually thought that she had a chance with you. She left me alone for a week, then started texting me again a few days ago. I threw out that deck. Good idea. Good idea. You don't need that energy. Yeah, this is really... She's going full drama mode here. Like, I'll never believe in love again. I'm never going to talk to another man again. This is how all men are, because the fantasy is completely over now. I don't know if you told her the big news, but it feels very, like, final. Even if you didn't tell her the big news, cutting her out of all of your social media as well as complete contact has, like, really hit her hard, and is something that she has a very difficult time, is having a very difficult time contending with and accepting. Her thoughts, we have starting with this 8 of Wands reversed. She thinks that you guys should continue communicating. She disagrees with you. She thinks that you're making a stupid decision here and blocking her. She thinks that you guys should continue communicating. And she thinks that this is a wasted opportunity and a defeat, and a stupid decision on your part. She pretended like it wasn't real. Wow. That's wow. That's wildly delusional. Yeah, she's really not accepting defeat and not accepting this new beginning in your life. This Ace of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, that's some serious like truth denial there. Ace of Pentacles reversed. New beginnings. Pretending it's not real. But I will say, Matt, I know she's pretending it's not real, but deep down inside, I think she does know that it is. Just from these energies that I'm reading from her, she's just so wildly upset. She feels like she'll never get over this with the world reversed. She feels like it's something that she'll never be able to get over. She feels like it's something that this is a loss that she'll never be able to process and get over and move on from. She feels like this was an opportunity for a future between you and her that really had potential. And I mean, even when you guys first started talking just a few weeks ago, it had no potential. She just had no idea. I didn't even have any idea. No one had any idea. You had not a Lolo. But I think deep down inside, she does know that it's real. It's just she's having a very difficult time contending with reality. Her intentions, we have Temperance reversed, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Hermit reversed. This is where I see her, like she is trying to convince herself, and I think wants to convince you that you've made a mistake here, that if anything, you guys just need a break from communicating with this Temperance reversed, but she fully intends to, she still believes that even though your life has this new beginning, that there's still some slight possibility for you guys to at least talk to one another, because that would at least feed some kind of fantasy. Very similar energy to Rebecca. It would feed at least some kind of fantasy with her if you were to at least talk to her, give her some kind of attention, whether it be positive or negative. She's one of those kind of people. Whether it be positive or negative, she just wants your energy vampire. And with this Hermit reversed, it's like I don't see her keeping to herself, trying to keep to herself at this time when it comes to her intentions. Now, do I think that she's going to just like continue doing this forever? No, I think she will move on. But as it stands right now, she's infuriated. She can't accept reality, and what she can't accept, she just blocks out. See, I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it, man. But yeah, she what she doesn't want to accept, she just blocks out. Yeah, she's big. She's crazy upset. She's crazy and she's upset. She's both. She's wildly mad and bitter and jealous and delusional and heartbroken and disappointed, and like I see all of her energy here. These last 4 rows here, columns here, are just all this negative, hurt, painful energy, angry energy, and then the first column is you, and it's just like, I'm standing my ground. Even the art here, he's like got his arms crossed. He's like, no, I'm standing my ground. Sorry, I'm protecting my castle. She said some really wild things to me. I'm really sorry. I'm not surprised, and I'm really sorry. This woman seems extremely unhinged, and yeah, I mean, your instinct from the beginning to not continue communication with her was spot on. Yeah, her ulterior motives were romantic, which I saw, and that's not going to come to fruition. And yet this Nine of Pentacles, she has this delulu idea, at least right now, that there's still some tiny shred of possibility that you're going to change your mind, and that you've just made the wrong decision, and that she can convince you otherwise. Yeah, just ignore. She's gone. There's no way she can contact you. I mean, yeah, she can try and troll you, and just ignore that. Ignore, because all she wants is your attention, positive or negative. She just wants your attention. She's one of those people. She's an energy vampire. She just, any kind of attention and energy that she can get from you, she'll take. So just mind over matter. If you do suspect that she's trolling you under a fake name or something, just block it out. Just don't even what she has to say does not matter. Yeah, she's just one of those people where all I can do is block and ignore. Yeah. And the longer you continue to just do that and to not even acknowledge the trolling, if she tries to do that, which she very well may, just don't even acknowledge that. Just don't acknowledge anything, because that's when they eventually stop. Because I've brought those nutters into my world as well. I think I've told you I've done my fair share of dating, met my fair share of nutters, and that's all you've got to do. Sometimes it takes a while for them to get the point, but just continue ignoring, and finally they'll stop. They will stop. And that's what I see with both these nutters here. So yeah, thank you so much, Matt. Much love and light to you. And I still need to reach out to you on phone later on. Hopefully it won't be too late. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Yahoo, thank you so much for your donation, love. Yes, of course, I will mute for you. All right, love. We have 7 of Cups, Ace of Cups reversed, Strength, 4 of Cups reversed, and 10 of Cups. Very lovely energy. Okay, I like this, Yahoo. Again, I'm seeing messages. I'm seeing 2 messages from Spirit that I see quite a bit. The first one is your dreams really are on the horizon. There really is a big change. There's a new beginning on the horizon for you, and it's one of your wishes, if not one, more than one of your wishes is going to be fulfilled with the 7 of Cups card. And 7 of Cups is also about making decisions, coming to a decision. I see this as you coming to your decision as to which path you want to embark on. And with this Ten of Cups, Spirit is telling me that it will provide you with ultimate contentment and satisfaction emotionally, energetically, mentally, financially. It's going to cover all the bases. This is really a very beautiful and fortuitous new horizon for you. And again, they want to remind you to believe in yourself. We have this Ace of Cups reversed right next to this Strength card here. Ace of Cups reversed. I'm not feeling a lack of self-love energy or messages from this so much as I'm feeling neglect in one's forward momentum and lack of confidence, lack of belief, lack of faith in one's value, in just how amazing you are. And I see this with this Strength card. Spirit is saying that you've got it, girl. You've got what it takes to make your dream come true. Dream should not have been singular there. Dreams, plural, with this Seven of Cups. Multiple dreams can be attained here. But they definitely acknowledge also with this Four of Cups reversed that while you may feel that your cups are empty right now, the Four of Cups card, as you probably know, she's looking down at 3 empty cups that she has, but if she were to just look up and to the right, she still has a full cup. They want you to remember that you still have a full cup. You still have more than just one full cup. You're on your way to 10, love. You're on your way to the full Monty here, like the whole shebang. You really are. And they just need you to meet them halfway. They hear your dreams, they hear your wishes, and they're doing everything they can on their end. The thing that they need you to do most is at this time, what I'm seeing from this reading is to really have faith in yourself, to really believe in yourself, and know your value, and know that you can achieve this, and you can achieve anything that you put your mind to. You know your skills, you know your worth, you know your talents, you know your value, and even if other people aren't in your direct vicinity and are not being mirrors and not letting you know that, that's another thing, is putting yourself out there, putting your work out there, and allowing others to see your light shine. You're an Aquarius, allowing others to see your light shine. And when others see your light shine, that's reflected back onto you, and definitely helps us with this Ace of Cups and builds self-esteem and feelings of self-worth and value. So this looks very beautiful. This looks very beautiful, Yadahu. Very good energy. I really do see a very fortuitous new beginning on a new opportunity on the horizon for you, and as I've mentioned in other readings, possibly more than one fantastic opportunity for you. It could be a career opportunity, a romance opportunity, friendship opportunities, spiritual opportunities. It's that Seven of Cups energy of like just pick and choose and really examine and coming to a decision on which direction, which path to go down. Thank you so much, Yadahu. Much love and light to you. I really, really appreciate you, and I hope I brought you clarity this evening. So the donation queue is once again open. If you have a question pertaining to love or romance, I always highly recommend my OG Love Spread that answers 5 questions in one. It tells you what your person's current thoughts are towards you, their current feelings, their current intentions, their general energies towards you, as well as your general energies. I've done a few of them tonight. And those can be done with a mini, a full, or an in-depth reading, and they're at no additional donation amount. And it doesn't have to be for someone romantic. I've done it for people's neighbors, friends, family members. If you're just curious as to how someone's regarding you, I highly recommend that reading. I also offer past life regression therapy. Past life regression readings. I've been studying past life regression therapy since I was very, very young, and I discovered that I was able to channel people's past lives about 2 years into my professional practice with tarot, and it's endlessly fascinating. And there's really no limit to the examples we can get of your past, of what we can illustrate, which past lives of yours we can ask Spirit to illustrate for us. We can ask Spirit to illustrate a past life of yours that can help navigate the challenges that you're facing in this life the most. We can ask Spirit to illustrate a past life of yours that can explain an irrational fear or a recurring dream or a nightmare. There's really no limitation. And they are really, really revealing and really, really help you understand your your soul, your inner self, your mind, your psyche, your psychology, whatever you want to call it, your soul's tapestry. And those readings are 10 cards and are a donation amount of $19.19 if you donate using Cashapp, PayPal, or Venmo. If you need to use SuperChat, it is $27.27. I also offer soulmate confirmation readings. These I really recommend for people who are currently in a connection with someone. Again, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but it can be asked in one of two different ways. The first way that we can ask is we ask your angels, messengers, and spirit guides directly if the person in your life is indeed a soulmate of yours. If the answer is yes, they'll explain why and in what context. If the answer is no, they'll explain why not. Conversely, the other way that we can ask it is we can ask your angels, messengers, and spirit guides if they give their divinely ordained blessing towards the connection. And if they do, they will again explain why. If not, they'll explain why not. And that is a 10-card reading as well, and is a donation amount of $16.16 if you donate using Cashapp, PayPal, or Venmo. If you need to use SuperChat, it is a donation amount of $23.23. I am also a psychic medium. I can communicate with those who have passed on. If that is something that you are interested in, please let me know before sending your donation. I would be honored to read for you. 95% of the time I can get through to the person on the other side. 5% of the time I can't. Sometimes people have reincarnated. Sometimes people just are not able to communicate with me, haven't reached the other side. So I always check beforehand, and that's it. I don't charge anything for that at all. And I do need to know what your loved one's name is, their date of birth, their date of passing, and their relation to you. It's super helpful if you can send me a photograph of them, either over email or Instagram, but it's not mandatory. But it does really help me out. Really helped me out yesterday during the mediumship reading that I gave. But most of the time I can get through people, and if we can't get through to them the first time, I'm always happy to check a second time. Sometimes people have reincarnated, sometimes people haven't made it to the other side, but majority of the time I can communicate with those who have passed on. So if that is something you are indeed interested in, I would be honored to read for you. It is a 15-card reading, and it's a donation amount of $35.35 if you donate using PayPal, Cashapp, or Venmo. If you need to use SuperChat, it's $50.50. And then finally, I also offer private readings. You're very welcome, Yahoo. I offer two different types of private readings. The first type of private reading that I offer is by appointment only. That is done over Zoom. It's just me and you. There's no limit to the number of questions I can answer for you. There's no limit to the number of cards I can pull for you. You can give me all the context and backstory you need. And again, it's completely private, completely confidential, and it's at your convenience on your time frame. And then alternatively, and email me or send me a message over Instagram if that's something that you would like to schedule. Alternatively, I also offer private readings at no additional donation amount. If you don't see me online and you have a question that you need me to answer at any time, you can just send me your donation with your question, and I can get back to you at the very latest in 24 hours, but I can usually turn it around in 1 to 3 hours. And I answer those over voice memos, via DMs over Instagram, or typed over email, whichever you prefer. They are not one-on-one, but they are very thorough, and definitely, and they're offline, they're private, and so it's not broadcast on a live stream, and it's at your convenience as well. So with that, yeah, the donation queue is definitely open. So if you have a question, I would be more than happy to read for you. Thank you so much. And we just received a donation from Miss Felicia. Thank you so much, Felicia. Thank you, love. Did you have multiple questions? Oh, sorry. Wait, hold on a second. I'm so confused. Sorry, it came up twice. Never mind. What do you need to know? You got it, love. You got it. Let's see here. Oh, sorry, just give me one second. All right, Miss Felicia. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. All right, we have Knight of Cups reversed, Queen of Pentacles reversed, the Moon, Four of Wands reversed, and the Lovers reversed. Not a happy home. Starting with the Four of Wands reversed that I'm seeing here. Four of Wands reversed is often indicative of a lack of harmony. Are your kids with you right now, or are they with their dad right now? This Queen of Pentacles reversed is often indicative of burnout, feeling really overworked, burnt out, tired. That's clear. I need to. I don't know why this comes up on my computer and not on my phone. That's clear. I need to get moving on my other house. Oh, got you. Okay. And that's likely what this Queen of Pentacles reversed is talking about here is I don't know if you've been putting a lot of energy or no energy at all into your other house, or energy into one house and not the other. But I do feel like a shift would be ideal with this Lover's reversed card, also a card indicative of disharmony, a disharmonious environment. I'm getting the energy of, or I'm getting the message of a suggestion of a redirection of energies towards, yeah, like a different project or a different environment. You have repairs to make. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, and with this moon card right in the center here, yeah, you're not in that space. I don't know if you've started the projects yet, or started the repairs, or the logistics to getting them going. But with this moon card, I would definitely focus on what you feel is intuitively the best, the most harmonious potential for you, because the moon is also a card that's steeped with meanings of intuition and fortuitous dreams, prophetic dreams, and that's very much the energy that I'm getting from this moon card here. Is something that you've wanted to work on or move towards, that's been kind of put in like the back, like just in the back of your mind for a little while, and that would likely actually be like the best option for you here. I want some clarity with this Knight of Cups reversed here real quick. Yeah, the Knight of Cups reversed is definitely a suggestion to take a step back and really reflect on what it is you want to start working on and putting your energies into, in this context that I'm seeing here. And it sounds like starting with those repairs would be a really prudent place to start. And the Knight of Cups reverse is often indicative of a fear of taking risks, or a fear of making changes or initiating changes. But the energy that I'm getting from this is definitely like, go forth. Don't doubt yourself, or the decisions that you feel should be made, or have made, that you've already made, but just haven't executed at this time. Sorry, one moment. I'm so sorry. I get frustrated because it's so much work, but it's worth it because the payoff will be good. Yeah, absolutely. And that's really what I'm seeing here, in this message, is that, yeah, there is this Queen of Pentacles reversed. It is a lot of work. It is. It's a lot. But it would really make a huge transformation overall in your life. And I also think that's a big part of this moon card as well, is changes, definitely fortuitous changes, and yeah, despite the challenges in the work, the payoff would be really monumental, and definitely very fortuitous. And it does. It's not just. I'm not saying that you need to start today or tomorrow, and Spirit's certainly not suggesting that either. But no better time than the present. Oftentimes with certain things, but yeah, when you feel the time is right, the payoff would absolutely be so worth it. Yeah, really wise, energetic and overall investment for sure. Well, thank you so much. Absolutely, I'd love to read for you again. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Yahoo, and you can donate too. Absolutely, absolutely. The donation queue is currently open. Let's ask Spirit how I should proceed. We could do that. Absolutely, yeah. Thank you so much, Felicia. Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how should Felicia proceed with how should we ask this, Felicia? How should you proceed with the repairs or the changes that you just the general changes that you want to make? And thank you so much for your donation, Yahoo. I'm just going to add you right here. The general changes I should make. Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how should Felicia proceed in the general changes she needs to make? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how should Felicia proceed in the general changes she needs to make? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how should Felicia proceed in the general changes that she needs to make? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how should Felicia proceed in the general changes that she needs to make? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how should Felicia proceed in the general changes that she needs to make? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how should Felicia proceed in the general changes she needs to make? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how should Felicia proceed in the changes she needs to make? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how should Felicia proceed in the general changes she needs to make? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how should Felicia proceed in the general changes that she needs to make? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how should Felicia proceed in the general changes she needs to make? I'm going to copy that question. Yeah, great question, right? Great question. Okay, love, we have King of Swords reversed, King of Wands reversed, Eight of Cups reversed, Seven of Swords, and 10 of Cups reversed. I'm going to need some clarity here. Starting with this Seven of Swords, I knew it. So I discovered a new meaning, a new additional definition to the Seven of Swords that I was not familiar with in the past. Seven of Swords is a reminder that we have the resources and the tools and the foresight and the skills needed to overcome any obstacle that may come our way. Now, it does look like there is for sure challenges on the horizon. Starting with this King of Swords reversed. Are you planning on making these repairs yourself, Felicia, or are you outsourcing and hiring folks to take care of the repairs? Or are you more of a DIY? Is this kind of like is this like more DIY stuff that you could take care of? Okay, so that's what I think is the issue here. And also with this Seven of Swords too, is to believe in yourself. I believe that, of course, there's things that I'm not, and I certainly do not think that Spirit is suggesting that you do this all DIY, but to definitely be very discerning and like do your very best in vetting the people who you hire. If you can, hire people who you've worked with in the past who you know that you can trust. Because I'm also getting that energy. I do want a bit of clarity, but with this King of Wands reversed, yeah, King of Wands can indicate that someone's been put in a leadership position, but is experiencing imposter syndrome. So I would definitely be very, very mindful when it comes to vetting the people who you hire to take care of these repairs for you, love. I also want some clarity with this Eight of Cups reversed. Yeah, this Eight of Cups reversed, I feel, is reminding you that even though this does come with its challenges, the rewards will absolutely pay off. The Eight of Cups reversed is often a fear of change or a fear of the difficulties involved when it comes to change and the logistics around change. But I feel like this is a reminder that once you do initiate these improvements, I had some contractors before and they didn't do a good job. So I would definitely not hire them again. But ask people who trust, who can refer you to trusted people. I think that would be a very wise move here. And with this Ten of Cups reversed, I also feel like this is another reminder from Spirit that once you do start initiating these changes, despite the challenges that do accompany these changes, it will result in a restoration of harmony within your life overall. Um, so I think that's the biggest takeaway that I'm getting involving moving forward here is to of course not take everything out on your own. That would be too much to take everything on yourself, but to be very, very mindful, especially with that Seven of Swords, to be very, very careful, vet very, very carefully when it comes to the people that you do end up hiring for this project. Okay. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing for you. They're definitely saying to go forth. It will restore harmony. It will come with a set of challenges, but it's nothing that you can't that you can't delineate and see and have a gut feeling with. Okay. Thank you so much again, Felicia. I really appreciate you, and I really hope that resonated. Thank you. Yadahu, thank you very much for your donation. So you wanted to ask the same question? How you want to ask Spirit how you should proceed on the changes you need to make in your life? You're so welcome, Felicia. Thank you. You got it, love. Okay, love. We have 2 of Wands reversed, 9 of Pentacles reversed, 6 of Wands reversed, 8 of Pentacles reversed, and 9 of Cups. Okay. Well, starting with this very first card, they're saying that it's not so much a matter of how you proceed, so much as it is a matter of proceeding in general. They can't tell you specifically what to do, but it's literally this 2 of Wands reversed. The 2 of Wands is taking decisive action, going forth and taking decisive action. So that's the first challenge that needs to be overcome here is just taking that step. There's no one right way for your path. For some people's paths, if there's a specific thing, sometimes there is a specific way that Spirit will suggest that they go about it, but until you can get to the very specificities of what of the direction it is you want to go on, the methods in which you embark on that journey are endless. And I see that furthermore with this 8 of Pentacles reversed. It's definitely going to require your work. It's going to require work from you, energy, action, forward momentum, challenging oneself, putting oneself into challenging situations. Accepting and definitely doubling down in putting yourself in situations that may be challenging, because those are often the ones that have the greatest payback. As I was kind of saying with Felicia, is it does present its challenges, the changes that she needs to make, but the rewards will be fantastic. And that's part of what I'm seeing with the 6 of Wands is stepping into competitive environments or challenging environments, knowing that you might not win every single time. You might have to accept defeats at certain times, but that there will be victories along the way as well. But just getting things started, I see that also with this 9 of Pentacles reversed. I do want a little clarity on this. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles reversed often tells the asker to evaluate their life and what's no longer aligned with their vibration and their sense of self-worth. And you may have recently gone through a period in which you've questioned yourself and your value. So again, I think that goes back to it's not so much a matter of you have to do something in a specific way, but just taking that first step, that first giant leap, and really believing in yourself. And with this 9 of Cups, to really pay attention to your dreams, to really pay attention to what your wishes are. Similar to that 7 of Cups that I pulled for you earlier, we have this 9 of Cups, which is also a wish fulfillment card. Like, your wish is your angel's command. They're listening to you right now. They want you to tell them, like, just in a direct sentence, I want this from my life. I want to be successful in this path. I want this to occur in my life. They want to hear it from you. And the more direct that you can be with them and with yourself, the more direct and the more cohesive things can flow, and you can just start on your path. But there's no one right way of doing this. But the big takeaway that I'm getting is that action needs to be taken. action needs to be taken. And at this point, there's very little that could be done wrong in the wrong way. Just going forth and exploring and starting the journey is really all that needs to be done with the onset here. And then the journey unfolds along the voyage, you know. Towards your destination. And the destination definitely, your future definitely holds wonderful, beautiful, promising things for you. I always see that. It's just about taking that leap of faith and either back in a direction that you were on in the past or a new direction entirely. But just taking that first step is crucial. There's really no wrong way of doing this. Okay. So that is what I'm seeing for you, Miss Yadahu. Thank you very much for your donation, love. I appreciate you, and as always, I hope I brought you lots of clarity and much love and light to you. Thank you. All right, so I've been on for a little over 2 hours now, so I'm going to do a last call for donations. If you have a question that you would like me to answer for you tonight, I am here for you. Just let me know. Just send in your donation. You're so welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you. Yeah, if you have a question, just send in your donation and we can get started, or type it in, let me know in the chat, either way. Last call for any and all donations. Thank you. Last call for any and all donations tonight. Thank you. Last call for all donations tonight. Thank you very much. Last call for all donations. Last call. Thank you. All right, looks like everyone is happy and taken care of. Thank you all so very much, and much love and light to you, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.